Good evening, YouTube friends. My name is Brenda Ellis, and I have a letter that I would like to read to everyone. After I read this letter, then I will talk with you about it. This letter was written by my son, Anthony Ellis, and it reads as follows. Dear YouTube friends, I hope this letter find you in good health and spirit. My name is Anthony Ellis, and in 1993, I found out that I was HIV positive. It was the worst thing that had ever happened to me. In the early 90s, it was a death sentence. We weren't expected to live 10 years. As a result of finding out that I was HIV positive, I started using drugs to deal with the problem and later on became addicted. I started doing crimes to support my drug habit and living in the streets. I've been in and out of jail for the last 23 years now. Over the years, I've hurt my family deeply and worried my mother to death. She's been by my side through all of this, and in 2010, I decided I wanted to give back to her. So I started writing, and I have two books out. My first book is called He Got That Package. It's a story about my life and dealing with AIDS. My second book is called Death by Association. It's a murder mystery. I wrote these books to try and help my mother. Not only does she work at a hospital 12 hours a day, she also takes care of five grandchildren and one great grandchild who lives at home with her. My mother is 63 years old now. I'm asking all of my YouTube friends to help by purchasing one of my books. I'm incarcerated, but this will help my mother. To order He Got That Package, go to my website, onebrother3sisters.com. To hear more of my story, click on About the Author. To order my second book, Death by Association, go to meredithetc.com. Type in Death by Association. I will be very grateful for your help. Thanks. As I said, this letter was written by my son, who is incarcerated at this particular time. He has done a lot of crimes, which is what he said, and he's hurt his family dearly. Not only me, but he has three sisters that he has also hurt. Being the oldest of four children, he when he was young, he was very good, used to do help out at home and everything. And as I said, he kind of got off on the wrong track. I know that I'm not the only parent who has a child or children who has done wrong or gotten off on the wrong track. And let me just assure you that I have never upheld my son nor any of my children. I've not had problems with my girls, but my son, but I've never upheld them in any wrongdoing. As my mom raised us to do the best that we could, and she always told my brother, which we had one brother, if you go to jail, you'll have to sit there until your time is up. So I raised my children to that way as well. So he did crimes and he had to pay for them. He's in jail now, but not because he's committed any crimes recently. He's just trying to straighten his life up. Unfortunately, the drugs did take over his life, and even me forgiving him, he's come into my home and did a lot of things in and out. And like I said, I think at this point he really wants to do something good. So he asked me if I would do this to help, and not only does he want to help his family, but he also wanted to give back to the community because, as he told you all, he did stay on the streets, and he would go to the stew pots and some of the facilities that will let the people living out on the street stay there overnight. Of course, they would have to leave during the daytime. So he wants to give back because even so, there are a lot of people living out on the streets. So, and I want to do that too. So we're asking for your help, not because we're trying to make millions, but because my son has written two good books. This is one way that I know how to promote them, uh, by trying to appeal to you all. Because, as I said, if you have any projects or if you've started any projects, it could be a business or, whatever you started in your lifetime, you needed help with that. And my son needs help getting his book where it needs to be. And not because he's my son, but because they are excellent books. And I do have several reviews from some very well known authors on his books. As he said, he got that package, and this is the life story, autobiography of him dealing with HIV and the toll that it did take on him. To order this book, you can go to onebrother3sisters.com, and it's spelled out ONEBROTHERTHREESISTER.com. You can order this book, and I appreciate you for ordering this one. His second book, Death by Association. To order this book, you can go to Meredith, MEREDITHETC.com / and order Death by Association. The books are very good, and we're asking for your help. And like I said, maybe you have not written a book, but there might be something that you need help with. And I do believe because what goes around does come around. So we're asking for your help in ordering these books so that my son can give back to the community that has helped him to give back to his family that he hurt so dearly. And I just appreciate you all for your time. And again, we're asking for your help. Uh, Thank you so very much for your time, and I look forward to hearing from you all. And thank you again.